Hi, do you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So let's start. So there's not so many people. So maybe you are just one, or I don't know how much people is there. So do you have some special question, Yakov? So we can start with some begin. So or with some advanced feature. So would you like? Composite? What do you mean composite? Do you mean compose scene with some background, with some shadow catcher shader? So okay, let's try it. So let's make some ball. Turn on FurryBall. We'll make some plane. Okay. So we will add FurryBall light. And we will add some background. So we can use environment, or in latest version we just add camera plane, so we can try it if it's work. So let's add some camera plane. Where is it? Each image plane. Let's take some picture. So I don't know what. Yeah, this could be some background. It's not so good. Well, take this. Okay, so we have it. So now it's working. And for this plane, we will use we will add variable material, and in object shape there is a variable attributes, and there is a render stats, and we use get shadow plus background. Now it's black, and we have to turn on features like transparency. Why it's not visible? Just a moment, I will ask guys. right here on material, because this is alpha and alpha mask. You will have to turn on alpha mask. Exit color, use environment. Not yet? I don't know where is the problem. So sorry, I know where is the problem, because we just added this feature, and this this image plane is not something like an environment, because this feature just copied to environment, but this plane is just like a polygon plane. So it means this image plane in Maya could be moved in depth channel. So I'm afraid that it's not supported with this image plane at the moment. So, but it will work with this environment. So I will try to make it again. So sorry for it, because we didn't try it yet, as you see. So again, but the proceed is the same. This is why it's not worked. But we will try to implement this, because we didn't realize that is something different than implied. So again, so let's put environment map. So put here some image. So there's this. Okay. And now we can again turn on shadow in background and turn on material again. That here. Here's environment. Yeah, now it's here. Yes, this is it. Is it what did you need? No, and ambient occlusion can't be on this plane because this is more like a hack. But of course, if you will not need it to make in real time like this, but you will render it to separate channel, like every render like this, for example. And you can it will catch shadow, and you can use not solid alpha, but alpha is transparent. Yeah, now I have. Also, this is a little bit hard because if you make this shadow catcher, so shadow is just black and white, and it make a hole in the alpha, but ambient occlusion could be colored. Yeah, also it's something like color bleeding. So, and it's hard to add to this feature. Yeah, so this feature just only can catch shadows, and if you need some other effects, so you will need to make some separate passes for it. But I'm afraid that is similar in every other render because it's technically not possible. Yeah. So okay, we have a other question. So two different render nodes. Yes. Okay. Let's try it. So again, we will make some scene. Okay. So again, so we have a scene. For example, oh, render setting is gone. It's sometimes happen. It's some Maya problem. We don't know why this disappear. So I have to restart Maya. Sorry. Hope it's here. Yeah, it's here. It's not FurryBall problem, but it's my problem. I have to face with many Maya problem, which it's not working like has to working. So okay. So, for example, in this render node, we can make some environment, and on this material we can make some reflection or specular. So at the first we have to turn on in features indirect specular, and now we can have specular material, for example, like this. So let's make ball, for example, red. Okay. So, and it will be our preview quality. So here we have this render node, so we can make new one, and we will rename this one to preview. It will be final. Now you see you have two render nodes here. So turn to final. You can switch, for example, to 10 rays. Oh, I have selected here a better render node. Sorry. So I change final. So here is selected something different than is shown. Yeah, so you have to select it properly. So now I'm editing preview. Preview have just 10. Yeah, now it's 0. It's my preview with just 10. And now my final will have 100. Final. Now I'm in final is 100 rays, but in my final also you have to turn on all features, or you can use different feature. As you see now in my final render, I have not my my indirect specular, but in my preview channel I have this featured on. So I will make it opposite. In my preview I will turn off indirect specular, and in my final render I will turn on this. Also we have nice feature our post process. So in our final render we can turn on noise reduction, and we have very nice image now in few seconds. And also it's our render nodes, it's not be just like, for example, only per quality. So you can make, for example, another render node, and it could be ambient occlusion node, for example. This ambient occlusion node, so we can use we can turn off all features, and we can turn on ambient occlusion, and our exit channel will not be beauty but only ambient occlusion. So now we have pass with ambient occlusion, hopefully. It's compile, because when we use some new effect, it compile, and now we installed new version, and with the new version it's compiling always new effects which we didn't use before. Yeah, this is now ambient occlusion node. So we have preview node, so when you have different effects, so it's bad that it's compiling. But when your nodes just change the quality, it's not make any compilation, as you see. Oh, now it's better. Now it's all effect compiled, and it will be perfect now. So is it enough for render nodes? Welcome. Sorry. So I don't know how are you advanced users. So if you wanna show some basic or something in this environment or some other feature. So maybe I can show you some easy trick with quality. So I will use my preview. I will turn on direct diffuse and indirect specular. And I will lit my scene with HDR lighting. So as you see, so this node, this is our HDR node, and we have environment here and dome light. So this is so in basic it's the same, but but this HDR lighting use some image analyze to prevent some noise. So when you want to light with HDR image, so it's much better to use this node than only lit by environment. So I will show you. So let's connect some HDR image to lighting. Yeah, now it's lit by this image. You can increase quality. As you see, you don't see this image on the background. If you want to see it in background and also in transparency object, so you have to put the same texture to environment. Yeah, and you can use the weight here. For example, you have background visibility, weight. This is reflection, and this is transparency height. From other is used from dome light. There is a diffuse weight. There is a specular weight. There is a subsurface and indirect weight. Of course, if you you can, for example, turn on diffuse weight here, specular here, and use only environment map and use diffuse and specular here. and but it will be more noisy than if you will use this dome light. So I will make material not so much specular. And you see here is still some noise. There is much better than at some primary rays when you multiply rays on the sphere, this environment sphere, this dome light, and there is samples. When we put 2, it mean 2 times more than just 2. So if you have 50, we have 100 rays now from our HDR map. I think it will be almost pretty nice. It's very fast time. You can yeah, no, it's very clear. So I will duplicate this object and use some transparency material. That's also a very nice feature when we will add new material and we will make it transparent. Some refraction index, and you see there is nothing visible because we don't have turn on transparency. Yeah, now we have background. So, and when we look on our environment map, you see this transparency. It's taken from here. There's very nice feature. You can add more environment map here, and balls are and this all maps are blended together. Yeah, for example, you can use this other map, and you will decrease the background weight. It means that it will not be visible in background, but it will be visible in transparency. And you can make, for example, some special color glass like this. Very easy hack. And also you can a little bit add to specular if you want. Now it's also a little bit specular taken from this other environment. So we will make this plane again a little bit specular. Yeah, and in our other environment, this is our other environment. We will add specular weight for this green. You see, it's taken this green from our other environment. So I'm not sure if I understand your question properly. So we can make three lights. So you mean we will turn off this HDR lighting and use just three lights? So, but it's depend more on you like an artist than on a render. So if you would like to use point light, you can use point light. If you would like use spotlight, you can use spotlight. So we can, for example, make some some secondary light like big, some bigger radius light with less intensity. We will make some main light like a key light like this. Also a little bit radius for intensity, and we can make some backlight with intensity, for example. And let's use linking from this plane, for example. Where is slides? Where's the light linking? I didn't use it a long time. I'm blind. Come on, where's light linking? Oh, sorry, light centric. Okay, we'll use the lights. So this plane. Oh, another Maya hack. So you can see FurryBall lights in light linker when you don't have even one Maya lights. So also we don't know why. So you have to add some light, for example, and turn everything on this light. And now you see FurryBall lights here. And now you can use light links. For example, I have not renamed my light, so I have a little bit mess here. What is my this is back key. Okay, so let's take our backlight and so again light link, light centric, backlight, and we don't need plane. Yeah, so now it's here. if you would like, we have this very nice post processes, and we can use some nice glow if you would like for this slide. Have I selected properly? Channel, yeah, this is my color collection, and this is my glow. Let's make better resolution. Intensity 5. Glow, we can make some glare if you like. Maybe this light is not such intensity. 1000. It's maybe so much. So much this glow. This is our glare. So we can make 6 glares. Rotate them. I don't know. But so I'm not sure what you are asking about indoor lighting. So it's not so much feature of FurryBall, but it's more my feature, or to some lighting, or to some another tutorial. But it's not just, this is not something special in FurryBall. So you can light your indirect or interior or exterior scene like in any other render. But if you wanna see some higher scene, so we have a scene from a movie, for example, and this is an interior scene, and so we can show you something. But again, it's not about FurryBall. It's just about any other render. So let's try this. There's many textures, so we will see if it work. So for your other question about real dimensions, so it doesn't matter. So FurryBall has just only problem. It's same like a Maya when you have not with the dimension, but with the huge scales between small and huge object. But it doesn't matter if you have in millimeters on centimeters on something like that. But there can be huge problem if you will have, for example, a huge spaceship size like 10 kilometers, and you have detail here with the size of millimeter, and you have camera at this detail. So it can make a problem because there is not unlimited depth in GPU rendering. So there is not so big precision in this counting. So there is a very big numbers, and it makes problem. So we can advise you to split scene like this to two layers, for example. Foreground with a small object and background with huge background or something like that. Is it what are you asking? It's still compiling and preparing textures. So there is so many textures in this scene because we didn't open it a long time. There is about 3 or 5 gigabytes of textures, and it has to convert it just once time to FurryBall textures. But it has to take a time for the first time. Now it's ready. Perfect. So this is interior scene if you like, and it's maybe for there's only 2 lights. There's only 2 lights, and even there is not indirect lighting. There's just one light like a sun from the window. Where is it? Oh, it's not outliner. It was light linker. Sorry. There is outliner. Yeah. Yeah. So this is our sunlight. So we can add more light. This is just other light in the scene. There's a huge specular on this material. So let's open it. What is here? This is a huge specular. It's much better. So this is old scene for FurryBall 4. So it's not tuned to new RT. So some specularity is different than we have tuned. So sorry. So sun I'm not sure. So it's not direct light. It's spotlight. So we used spotlight because it's better for faking, but it's depend on you. So we can. So this is just without indirect. So we can turn on indirect lighting, for example, and you see what it makes with the light bounces. But for cartoon scene like this, it's not so special in direct lighting. But it will add you some more details. It look like more realistic. So you see this white spots here. I'm not sure if you see it in encoder in YouTube, but it's rays which came from uh, from from some big specular. So if you would like prevent this white spots, so you can add more rays, or we have a hack for this. You can decrease in render settings maximal direct and indirect intensity for rays. So it's mean the rays which came from specular will have the maximum intensity of 2, and it's mean this point has just intensity of 2, and it's much more better blended with background. As you see now, we don't have this this white spot anymore here. But if you would like make some caustic effect or something like this, and you need really strong light, you can't use it because your light bounces will not be correct. So you see, it's really take a time. So I can say you when we made our movie, from which is this image, we didn't use indirect lighting at all. So all was made just by as you see 3 or 5 lights when we simulate this light bounces. So it's something like this. So we have this sunlight and this other light which make this bounce. And this is only with sunlight. But this is not some FurryBall feature. It's just classic feature of an render. So we have other question. We can look on hair. So can you? By the way, if you want cancel any render, you can press escape. It will stop rendering, and Maya is now responsible again. So in new FurryBall, we don't have our hair system anymore, but we support Maya Hair and Shave&Haircut. So and there's not nothing special with it. So let's create some easy scene again. New slide. And we can put Shave&Haircut hair on this. Where is it? Where is it? Here. Create new hair, and we can use blonde hair. example for a while. Yeah, you have a hair here. So then you can tune any parameter you like. So, but this Shave&Haircur material is not it's supported by FurryBall, but we had much more detailed parameters. So it's better to add our special shader. So in FurryBall you can put new FurryBall shader to this hair material, and there is much better. So you can use ramp, for example, for color. There is a very nice randomization and also other special effect like two speculars, also randomization with specular, some hack with transparency, so you can make tip a little bit transparent, but it's very very time consuming for render. But you will need to turn on transparency for this feature, and in here in our shader you can now use tip softness. You see it's very nice tips, but it could take a time for. Also we have a we have a border softness. So if you make our hair much more wider, you can see it. So we will change the white in shave. I'm not sure where is wideness, thickness. If, so if there is so much hair, so let's do just 20, for example, to see every hair. Now you can see, oh, where is hair? There's our hair here in our shader. You can see, you have softness with the sides. It's a very nice feature to make really soft hairs. As you see, there's a shadows and self shadows of any hair. I'm reading another question. Sorry. Uh, yes, of course. So every texture you use, it has to be uh, copied to GPU memory. So if you will use 2K texture, so you will have to copy 2K texture to GPU memory. And be careful in GPU memory. All textures are not compressed. So it means if you have, for example, PNG image with 100 megabytes, it's compressed, and if you will uncompress it to uh, to GPU memory, it could have, for example, 500 megabytes. But it depends, so you have to try it. And also we can try Maya hair. Where is hair? So maybe you can use some ready-made hair in from Visor. There's examples. It will be fastest. So let's put some Maya hair to scene. They will see. Okay. I will put this sphere inside, like catch shadows. Yeah. Now it's 0. It's all nice Maya hairs. And again, if you would like to connect our shader, because especially Maya shader is very weak, so you can in FurryBall again in shader connect. So we can connect shader what we already have from Shave&Haircut. So it's nice. So you can use same shader for Shave&Haircut and for Maya hairs. So in fact, you can combine both hair system together. These are hairs. So let's put this shader here. Yeah, and this is hairs what we create in Shave&Haircut. So you have to be careful with the number of hairs. So it's real depend on your GPU. There is we have a settings here. So it's gone. Oh Maya. I have to restart Maya again. Yeah, of course. So it's depend on you. So every time is necessary to use as a size of any texture as you need. If you have some object in background, there is not necessary to have 10K texture on it, and if you have some object in near the camera, so 500 9 to 500 pixels will not be enough for this object there, but it's not take any connection with FurryBall. It's same as with any other render. So in CPU renders you will not have a problem with memory, but you will have totally same problem with speed if you will use, for example, Mentor and if you will have in background on any object 10K texture, your render will be totally slow, because you will have to sample this huge texture. So what I want to show you is here in settings, in ray trace settings, there is a acceleration structures. So it means when you building your scene, this structure is built on GPU. If you will have with hair, so we have some structures here, and some are GPU and some are CPU. So FurryBall will always render only on GPU, but your structure can be built on CPU. So if you will have problem with memory, or especially with some very huge hair systems, you can use building on CPU this structure. So it can be so depend on your CPU, but this building time could be same, but you will not have this problem with compilation and with memory sometimes. So I'm looking on link you sent us. So I'm not sure if I have this scene, so we can look if I have this scene you sent me. I can look. So it's hard to looking on disk. This with the hundreds of, of scenes. But it's maybe it was on GTC. Budharest. Yeah, this is maybe this. It was made in. Oh, it's here. But it was made on old FurryBall. It's always better to make new render nodes. If you, for example, this is seen for from FurryBall 4, so it's better to delete all nodes and make new one. And also sometimes there is a multiplier on lights sometimes, so I have to check it. Shadows. Not. Yeah, yeah, this is very common issue. So in some in the FurryBall 4 we have multiplier of the rays on the lights. So it means, for example, here is the shadow multiplier to 20. So it means if I will have in scene, for example, 100 rays, this scene, this light is multiplied by 20. So for this light, it will be counted 2000 rays for nothing. So just be careful to change it to one if you will use there's a 50, so it will count 100 and 1000 necessary rays, and it will be so slow. Oh, it's working. So you see we have just primary rays. So let's turn on some feature. So let's turn specular. Let's turn indirect diffuse. Voila, we have a scene. And you see again there's this white spots. So we can add quality, for example, to 100, or we can try this. So this white spots are the light bounced from this very light places. As you see with the 100 rays, it's almost gone. And then both the bounce. So it's maybe not so much bounces in this scene. Yeah, there's just one bounce. If we will add some more bounce, it will be more lighter. See? Also, this material is a little bit so much specular. Light intensity is a bit low. So also in this new FurryBall RT, there is different light counting. So we have to multiply this light a little bit. For example, 600 is 3 times. Now it looks like more like on the image you sent. You can save it. Is it okay? So where are this light located? So I'm not sure, so we can look. Yeah, like here. One is from behind. One is here like a key light. No, this is not key light, this is at light. Also, this is at light, and the key light is, I'm not sure where. It's on the top, and it's maybe, what is it? Yeah, this is a spot on the top. So we can try fewer rays and our noise reduction. There's no texture, so it can work nicely. So let's try it. More. Yeah, it's nice griddle. So there's a very nice that you can turn this features, post-process features after render. It's not destroy your render. So you can try color correction. So I like it so much. So we can try to make it look more cool. Oh, some. Pretty cool. And let's draw this glare. I don't see these glares. Where they are. Where's my glare? Oh, more intensive. Yes. So glow. I'm in the wall. So now it's pretty fast. So also we can try to turn on depth of field. We didn't try it yet. So let's turn on depth of field. Oh, let's turn on. So just use this for focus. So we can focus on this Buddha. And we will have to change a little bit of parameters of our f-stop. So we can reset, make camera a little bit more narrow, but I'm somewhere in the wall. This is not good for this camera. There's not so much space in the scene. So we have multiplier for depth of field. Oh, it's on camera. Yeah. It's size coefficient when you have some small scene, so you can try it, make more. So I'm not sure what the size of the scene. Yeah, now it's working better. Yeah, we have nice depth of field. You can do some blades, for example 5. So, any other question? So okay, so thank you for watching, and next time we can see here again. So okay, bye bye.